Welcome to this week's Coach's Corner. We're going to start with a little RTC action. Some of our senior level guys. We had two guys competing in Russia. Hayden Zellmer, who's currently the number 2 ranked guy in the U.S., and Tony Nelson, who's also a national team member, ranked number 3 in the U.S. Hayden lost a match to the Georgian by 1 point. Tony had a really great tournament. He defeated 3 Russians before losing in the semifinals to the Georgian world champion from last year, and then dropped a match for bronze. But those guys got some great experience over there, so we'll want to recognize them, and great help for our program here. This past week we're in Fresno State. Awesome crowd out there. If you don't remember, Fresno is a newly instated Division I program, so it's pretty awesome to see these guys and the crowd and the support they have out there. I think a few thousand people were in attendance. The team wrestled well overall. 8 of the 10 matches we won. Big wins came at 125 pounds. Sean Russell gets a tech fall, and at 197 pounds, Brandon Crone gets a tech fall as well. So those guys scored big points. Gable got a forfeit at heavyweight, so we pick up some bonus points there as well. And then won some other good matches. Some of the exciting ones I thought was filling in at 141 pounds, Brent Jones. Nail biter, came down the last seconds. I thought he wrestled really well. Lost the match, but great experience for him. And at 157 pounds, we had Miles Patton, and that will be the match of the week. So get a chance to watch Miles. Another exciting match for him, and great experience for both those guys, filling in and competing well for the team. And then, like I said, some other good wins out there, but those are kind of the key highlights. So last week we talked a little bit about the hands to the face. I know that's a pretty hot topic in wrestling right now. You see guys everyone's discussing it, and it seems like it's just kind of becoming even more contagious, that call. So it's a little bit frustrating. Originally the thought is, again, like you don't want someone to gouge somebody in the eyes or use it to set a guy up, but it's being called all the time now. Even like, things that we were taught as little kids, like how to defend a 2-on-1, to push out of it, your hand might touch a guy's face. If the refs are saying if a guy turns his face into the hand, it's, technically should be a point. And I just think it's kind of getting to a spot where, where do you draw the line? Guys could be in on shooting a single leg, and you throw the guy's head outside, maybe your hand touches his face. And technically, if this is how they want to start calling it, crossface and all these things, if your hand goes across it, these could be, they could be thrown out points nonstop. And so it's a frustrating one. It goes along with a lot of the other calls. We're always talking about the challenge, like that goes on in duels. You get one challenge at a home duel, and it's something that you don't take lightly. If you're going to throw it, it happens 2 times. Either maybe potentially at the end of a match or something, or desperation, you may throw it hoping. But for the most time, you see it in matches, guys are doing it with maybe a locked hands or a scissor to the head or something like that. They're pretty easy calls. You throw it, whether it's for or against. I see when other guys use it, a lot of times I'm like, well, they probably got this call right. The opposing team's probably going to get this one. But one thing I'm finding statistic-wise is that when coaches and teams are challenging, the statistics are saying right now that I believe it's less than 25% of the time those challenges get overturned, which is, but those are some of the things that you see in wrestling today. For the future here coming up, what we have planned, we've got a couple good weeks of training. Our guys have finals and stuff. We're really working on some individual stuff with guys. I think our percentage of finishing for some guys needs to be better. We're getting in on a lot of shots and not capitalizing and taking points when we should, so we want to work there. Our top game and mat wrestling needs to continue to improve. So those are some of the things we're going to really focus on. And then after Christmas, we head down to South Beach Duels. That's in Fort Lauderdale, so anybody who wants to get out of the cold and get down there and follow us, love to see you down there December 29th and 30th. We'll get 4 duels down there. We'll wrestle Lehigh, North Carolina, Utah Valley, and SIU Edwardsville. So those will be 4 really good opportunities for our guys to get some matches, and we'll bring some additional guys that can get some matches with some of the other guys that are down there. So hopefully it should be a great weekend for us. We'll have some other guys wrestling at the Midlands after Christmas as well. So follow along with that, and then we'll be back to our home duels. We'll have 3 home duels, I believe 3 at least in January and a few in February. So We'll be on the road some, but we'll have a lot of good opportunities to follow the team here at home. So have a great holiday break, and we will see you guys after Christmas.